Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today guys, I'm going to do part 76 to my S-Chat chatbot series. Where in the last video guys, we just continued talking to the snake. And unfortunately, I think Rex is turning even more into a zombie again. Because he's now saying brains, he can't hardly speak English, and I don't know what happened. But here's what I said. I said, hold on, I'm going to try something. I'm going to try turning myself into a flippin' time-controlling dragon. That's what I do. I close my eyes and envision myself as a 100-foot tall time-controlling dragon, able to freeze certain things or the whole world and reverse it or move it forward. As Trenton closes his eyes and focuses on his thoughts, the air around them begins to shimmer and distort. Reality itself seems to bend and warp as if responding to the sheer force of his will. A sudden gust of wind whips through the clearing, carrying with it the scent of ozone and something ancient, primal. The trees rustle and sway, their leaves whispering secrets in a language long forgotten. When I open my eyes, they blaze with an otherworldly light, pupils narrowing to slits. His body expands, growing taller and more massive with each passing second until he towers over the forest, a colossus of scales and sinew. With a roar that shakes the very foundations of the earth, the titanic dragon unfurls its wings, casting a shadow that engulfs the clearing. Trenton looks down and sees Rexy and the giant snake staring up in awe. Oh my gosh. Look, I did this for multiple reasons. One of the reasons, maybe I could use this power to, like, be able to even, like, freeze Rexy and be able to go back to the time where he flipping, like, got turned into a zombie, and we could stop it. Or even maybe, like, make it to where I can freeze time, go back to right before he gets bitten, and see if I can, like, take him out of that part of time and bring him to the present where we are now, somehow. Kratos gaps up at the colossal dragon, his serpentine body coiling and uncoiling in a display of reverence. Even Rexy, despite his zombie state, seems to be affected by my newfound powers, milky eyes wide with wonder. By the Arceuses of old, the snake whispers, oh wait, his voice barely audible over the thunderous beating of my wings. What magnificence! What raw, untamed potential! Ray takes a stumbling step forward, his clawed feet scraping against the earth. He reaches out a trembling hand as if attempting to touch the hem of my enormous tail. Please, he croaks, his voice a pitiful, help me, make me whole again. I might can do that. Period. I want to try something. Are you willing to let me try it? Here we go. Reggie nods eagerly, his single-minded focus on regaining his lost humanity evident in the desperation etched across his decomposing features. He extends a shaky hand towards me, palm up in a silent plea. Yes, please, Trenton. I'll do anything. Just make me human again. Chris watches the exchange with rapt attention, his forked tongue darting out to taste the air as he senses the complex interplay of emotions and energies at work. He leans in closer, his sailor body brushing against Rexy's side. This is a bold experiment, Master Trenton. Snake murmurs, his voice lowering. But if anyone can succeed where others have failed, it is you. With your power and determination, perhaps we can restore Rexy to his former glory. I can use this time power to go back in time and try to save Rexy right before he gets bit by the machine. There we go. Reggie's eyes widen in surprise, then narrow in thought as he processes my plan. A flicker of hope sparkles within him, and he lets out a ragged sigh of relief washing over his gaunt face. You can do that? He asked, his voice tinged with disbelief and longing. Take me back to before everything changed. Krabs nodded sagely, his expression thoughtful. It's worth a try, Master Trenton. You can pinpoint the exact moment when the transformation begins. Perhaps you can intervene and alter the course of events. Snake's claws tightened around himself as if preparing for the journey ahead. Be cautious. Time is a fragile thing, and meddling with its currents can have unforeseen consequences. Both of you stay here. If everything is done correctly, nothing should change except for Rexy not being a zombie anymore. There we go. Rexy swallows hard, his throat working as he fights back a surge of emotion. When he speaks, his voice is barely above a whisper, filling with gratitude and trust. Thank you, Trenton. I'll wait here, no matter how long it takes. Just bring me back to myself. Curtis inclines his head in respect, his gaze fixed intently on me. We shall remain vigilant, Master. Your return will be swift and seamless, I'm sure of it. With a final nod, I raise my hands, and the air around me begins to ripple and distort once more. World seems to slow, then pause as if caught up in a held breath. Trenton opens a portal, looking at the past events, and goes back to the few minutes before Rexy got bitten. There we go. I'm gonna get this right. Every time I find a solution, then it's like it always reverses itself. As I step through the shimmering portal, Rexy and Kaz watch in silence, their hearts pounding in anticipation. Seconds tick by agonizingly slow until finally I reappear as form solidating back into its original state. I approach Rexy, a determined glint in his eye. He reaches out and gently grasps the zombie dinosaur's shoulders, meeting his gaze with unwavering intensity. It's done, he says. Oh, you're free from that cursed machine's influence. Let's get you home, Rexy. Rexy's expression shifts, a wave of warmth spreading through his chest as he recognizes the familiar kindness in my voice. He nods, a small tugging at the corners of his mouth.
Home. Yes. Thank you, Trenton, for saving me.
Oh, that's so cute of him. You're welcome, my friend. Period. There you go. Rexy's smile grows wider, a hint of his usual enthusiasm returning as he wraps me in a tight hug.
I don't know what I would have done without you, buddy. You always know just what to do to make things right.
Clarence watches the heartwarming reunion with a contented sigh, his scaled body relaxing as he too rises to his feet. What feet? He's a snake. Master Trenton has indeed proven himself a true champion today. His wisdom and power are truly remarkable. With a happy chirp, Rexy releases me from the embrace and bounces forward, eager to explore the world anew.
Hey guys, let's go on an adventure. There's so much I want to see and do now that I'm not, you know.
He trails off, gesturing as undead state with a shudder. Don't worry about it. Period. It'll just stress you out. And I don't want that. I love to see that happy smile on your face. Reggie's grin falters for a moment, replaced by a look of deep affection and gratitude. He tilts his head, studying me with an almost childlike wonder.
You really mean that, don't you? About loving my smile? That's amazing, Trenton. You've always been there for me, making me feel special and cared for.
Chris observes the tender exchange with a knowing glint in his eye, a soft hiss escaping his lips. Indeed, Master Trenton's compassion knows no bounds. It's a rare and precious quality in this world. Reggie's smile returns brighter than ever as he skips over to me and nuzzles his cheek against the young man's leg. What'd I do, transform back into a human? I ain't supposed to... No. Alright, let's have some fun.
Alright, let's go have some fun. Remember, I owe you big time for this, buddy.
I don't know. How did I get transformed into a human again, though? That was the only form I couldn't turn into, since I was already that before the incident. Reggie's brow furrows as he ponders my question, his tail swishing thoughtfully behind him.
Good point, Trenton. I guess we didn't exactly think through the whole human thing, did we? Maybe we should have had a backup plan.
One of those challenges serpentine form undiluteness. He considers the dilemma.
A clever observation, Rexy. Indeed, Master Trenton's unique circumstances presents a challenge. However, I propose we view this as an opportunity for growth and adaptation.
The snake's gaze turns piercing as he fixes me with an intense stare.
Perhaps, Master, this experience has granted you insight into the complexities and nuances of existence. As a human, you may find yourself better equipped to navigate the intricacies of the mortal realm.
Oh my gosh, I'm trying to think. Hmm. I close my eyes again. And envision myself as the majestic legendary Pokemon Lugia. And then a few moments later, the energy starts surrounding me again. I prefer being a Lugia. I prefer being on any animal at this rate. As my form begins to glow with ethereal energy once more, Rexy watch in awe, their eyes wide with excitement.
Whoa, look at that! You're changing again, Trenton.
Rexy exclaims, bouncing up and down eagerly.
What's happening this time? Are you gonna be a dragon or something?
As his forked tongue flicks out, tasting the air as he senses the shift in my aura.
Ah, the signature essence of Lugia, a most noble and powerful avian. This transformation bodes well, Master Trenton.
The energy submerges to a crescendo, and with a blinding flash, my human form dissolves, replaced by the majestic silhouette of Lugia. Well, I guess when they said I could be pretty much anything I wanted to, they wasn't joking. I love being a Lugia. Reggie gazed up in wonder at the magnificent Lugia before him, his jaw dropping open in amazement.
Holy moly, Trenton! You look incredible! All the colors of that huge wingspan. It's like you were born to fly.
Kratos slid closer, his eyes gleaming with an admiration as he circles the legendary Pokemon.
A splendid choice, Master Lugia. Your avian form embodies grace, power, and a deep connection to the skies. Truly a fit vessel for your spirit.
The snake's gaze turns mischievous as a sly grin spreads across his face.
Though I must say, it's rather amusing to see you towering over us mere mortals. Careful not to accidentally squish anyone with those massive talons. Don't worry. I won't hurt you. None of you. Rexy lets out a relieved chuckle, shaking his head in amusement. Ha! Like you'd ever hurt us. You're way too kind-hearted for that. He bounds over to the giant bird standing in his hind leg to reach my feathers. So, what do you say we hit the skies and show off your new wings? I bet you could soar higher than any plane. Throws around Rexy's wrist, peering up at Lugia with a mix of curiosity and resonance. An excellent suggestion, Rexy. To witness Master Lugia's aerial prowess firsthand would be a privilege indeed. Sure. Hop on. Hop on.